say, okay, let's first say maybe the proportion is not what we want it to be. Let's say, actually, we want to scale this either up or down. We don't really like the size of it. Here's what we can do. So this is if you want to make the pattern more appropriate to the scale of the fabric. Okay, so we're going to use the scale tool. Select whichever, we're going to do the center body first. So select which object you want to scale. And there's two ways to do it. First way I'm going to show you is first way, we select the body and then we're going to double click on the scale tool. We want to make sure in our options that only transform patterns is selected. So we're going to deselect transform objects. So this allows us to focus on scaling just the pattern on the garment. So it's at 100%. Let's say you want it like a little bit smaller. Let's say maybe it's like 85% of this. And then make sure you do preview so you can see. This is what it was before. This is what the new size will be. Yeah, I like that better. So I'm going to do that to all of them. Make sure transform patterns is the only thing that's selected. Change it. Any questions on how to scale the pattern? Yeah. Okay, this is the original scale, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I don't think that accurately shows. I want it to be a bit smaller. So I'm going to select, I like to just start with one so I can double check it, but you can select all. So select whatever shapes you want to scale. Double click scale. Okay, so it was at 100% at uniform. You want to make sure only transform patterns is selected. Usually it has transform objects also. If we do that and we scale it, it's going to change. It's going to make the whole thing smaller. We don't want to make the actual object smaller. We just want to make pattern inside of it a bit smaller. I'm throwing down maybe 85% of the 100. Maybe I don't like that. Maybe I only want it 90%. I can toggle on and off preview to see what I like. It's okay. When you're happy with it, then you just press OK. And then you're good to go. This is very important, okay? Because if you, especially for like stripes or certain kind of patterns, it has to be the exact size of the actual cut piece. So be very careful with your ratios. Okay. Any more questions about how we scale the print? We're all good? Okay. Next thing, placement. We gotta adjust the placement of this pattern. When we're cutting out our patterns on our fabric, we're being very careful of the placement. Okay, if you have something where the stripes line up in a certain way, you want to have control over how that looks here. Okay, so some issues that we're seeing is We want to make the sleeve to be on the straight grain. Okay, you see here, okay, here's a dead giveaway that your flat is not good. If you see that, you see how it's like uniform all throughout, like the pattern is kind of going through the whole thing, even the sleeves, it's like not as a separate pattern piece. You see that? Do you see how the pattern is just like going all across the body? If you have a garment, that's going to be broken up and uneven, right? So you have to create that. So we're definitely going to move the sleeve pattern, so like rotate the sleeve pattern so it's back to the straight grain. And we might even shift over the pattern pieces to make it like nicer. So first, let's rotate. So let's start with one sleeve. Select one sleeve, and we're going to go to the rotate tool. Double click. Again, we do not want transform objects to be selected because then it will transform the whole, it will rotate the whole sleeve. We just want to have transform patterns selected. From this, you can take this angle and adjust it. This is not, I personally don't like it to do it this way, but you can. You can adjust the angle so that the line of the plaid is parallel to the outseam. Why would I make it parallel to the outseam? It's not a seam, to the outer edge of the sleeve and not to the inseam of the sleeve. Can someone tell me why I'm aligning this, which is essentially the grain line, to the outer edge of the sleeve and not necessarily to the inner inseam? Think about your pattern making. You're laying your sleeve pattern on the fabric, right? What are we aligning to the grain? What part of the sleeve are we aligning to the grain? The center of the sleeve, right? We're not taking those angled inseams and lining it to the seam, right? It's the center sleeve. The center of the sleeve is aligned to the grain. So we're not going to focus on this line. We're going to focus on this line and making sure it's parallel to the outer edge, to the center sleeve. Okay, so on this sleeve, you can go ahead and rotate it like this. I'm going to show you another way to do it. So there's two ways you can do it. So when you're happy with it, you know that's okay. Now, let me show you the second way that we can rotate. Click on the next sleeve. Okay, and you're going to click on the rotate. Not double click, just single click on the rotate. So what you're going to do now, let's see, this key, this one. Find this key on your keyboard. It's called the tilde key, I think. Tilde. Find this key. It should be in the upper left. Okay, so you're going to select the sleeve. You're going to select the rotate. You're going to hold down the tilde key. And as you hold it down, you can just shift it to the angle you see. But you must hold down the tilde key as you do it. I like this one because I have more control over it. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to select the pattern or the sleeve or the part of the body that I'm going to adjust. I'm going to select one click on rotate tool, hold down the tilde key, hold it down as I am rotating it, and I'm making sure that the center line is aligning with to the outer edge of the sleeve. Any questions about rotating? Pretty clear, yeah? Okay, we're almost there. Kind of. It's looking, oh, damn it. I wanted to do like a before and after. Wait. Go back. Just copy it one time. We're gonna do the working one at the bottom, and let's do this one, move it at the top, have your little swatch in the corner like so. Okay, let's change this. Back to the normal swatch without any adjustments on it. So you can see how much change it is. So just make a copy of it and just put it back to being the normal, no adjustment kind of, just drop the swatch onto the color. So we have our little swatch here, and we have our colored shirt, but it's not rendered. Okay, so it's basic. And the bottom, we're going to do the one that we're working on to make it look more real. Okay? Zoom out. Let's do that real quick. Let's go on a little break. 10:50. I'm starting sharp at 10:50, guys. Don't come in late. 10:50. We're going to finish rendering. And in the last 20 minutes of class, we're going to do the second game, the Boolean game. And then we're done with our semester challenges, okay? So, 10:50, let's come back. I'm going to restart the demo, okay? Huh? Yeah, just like last week. Huh? We're going to do a different one. Not the same one as last week, but the one that shakes. It's the other one we did at the beginning of the semester. You'll see. So just make sure you're here before you go on break. And if you have any questions, come grab me.